Oh, baby, how you lie.
Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you and I combine?
And friends are friends forever, if the Lord's the Lord of them. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's Ceci and Adam.
Welcome to Momlennial Podcast. It's the generation's take on, well, the different ways we see the world. How are the generations tonight?
We're doing great.
Well, I have one update since our last podcast.
What'd you buy?
Please share.
What did I buy? Something I tried on. We were talking last week about that Neverfull bag that the accountant said never, ever to.
Yes.
So he decided what he would prefer to buy me for my November birthday, which I get a lot of birthdays, is a coat. And they happened to have the coat that I wanted online in person at the Lululemon store. And I'm like, they have the coat. And so I tried it on, and Dave's like, that's hideous. No way. You look like a human sleeping bag. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is because
That's
when
the
I go,
whole point.
yes, when I go to a sporting event, I bring a blue sleeping bag with me. And that is my secret key to keeping warm.
It's
I
true.
like shimmy in the sleeping bag, and then I can't move the entire sporting event or contest because I'm in the sleeping bag. But this is like a sleeping bag. It went all the way past my calves. And I
my
loved
word.
her. Yeah. And Dave's like,
It was
no.
a walking sleeping bag.
It was. It was.
It's almost a body
It was
bag.
like 600 loft or something down. It was so warm. Oh, I was so close to happiness and joy. But he really said I looked super ugly in it. And so I bought. He did.
Wow. Is this marriage in
He's
almost 25
honest.
years? You're just,
This is-
brutally honest.
That's marriage at 25 years, and then us screaming at each other in the Apple store in the Woodland Mall.
The local
Oh,
malls
forget that.
for all to
Oh,
see.
No.
Yeah. Well, we did walk out of the store, so we were technically in the waiting area in front of the store. We were arguing over a pink trackpad.
Wow.
What? Did it match
The
your jacket?
accessories really tipped it over the edge.
It really did. Well, we were looking at the new pink iMac, which is the desktop computer, because that
It looks
Adam,
so cool.
that new system that I record on, like my laptop's just a little too small to see the little squares, or my eyes are too old, one of the two. And so I was like, I tried
The
to
latter,
buy
for sure.
for sure. I tried to buy one of those big screen things, but it just like didn't work. I just needed everything all on one plane. You know what I'm saying? So we go to look at this pink iMac. But I also need a trackpad because I am not good with the mouse. I need the thing where I can spread my fingers apart and then the
This is a
screens get
production.
bigger, right? You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It's an upgrade though, and then you have to say that you don't want the mouse. But then Dave found a refurbished iMac for a savings of a little bit.
His specialty. His specialty is the
Oh, yeah.
refurbished
Mm-hmm.
iPhone, the iMac, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't want that. And he's like, but it's, basically the same. I said, no, because that one, we have to buy a trackpad that's white. And I want the pink one that matches, is like the same color. And he said, what are you even talking about? I said, I'm talking.
I'm in Camp Dave. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Are we still in the coat? What's going on?
Yeah. We moved on from the coat to the iMac and I can't have it. And I was like, and so then I go, if I can't have the matching trackpad, I don't want it.
And is this still in the Apple store?
Yeah. I go, I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. I walked out of there.
Walked out. Went to Annie Ann's and thought about what was going on.
Stuffing my face with cinnamon pretzels and drowning my sorrows in a soda.
As you look at the lady at the table across, you're like, husbands, am I right?
Husbands. Big trackpad. Yeah.
Man, I mean, a nice gift card could be fun. You never know.
Well, Ellie, he doesn't know that thing about me, does he? About the gift cards?
No,
Oh,
she
no.
doesn't like gift cards.
Is this like the
They're
roses?
a cop out. Yes. But you can, okay, but like roses, there's stipulations, okay?
Oh.
There can be roses in flowers. It can't just be roses. Like my wedding flowers or like flowers I've gotten her are good because there's
Okay.
roses mixed in, but there's other ones involved. It's a whole thing. They look good in an ensemble, if you will. But if you were to just get her a dozen roses, she's like, ew.
Ew.
Like,
Throw these out in the
gross.
trash.
Yeah. Ew.
Whereas, like, if you get her a gift card to, like, Crate and Barrel or, like, maybe an Anthropology, maybe if it's, like, along with something, it's like, oh, I bought you this, but there's also an addition of a gift card so you can go back and purchase more if you would like, then it's acceptable. But if it's, again, like the roses, if it's just the gift card, it's like, you tried, but, like, womp womp, you know?
Womp womp. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. So roses are off the list. Gift cards are off the list. Short coats are off the list. This is good. We're learning.
Short coats are off the list. Pink
Outta
track
here.
pads. That's a yes.
That's an in. Pink track. Teslas. We're figuring out. This is good. And Dave still has time before your birthday. So that's a win too.
He does. But I was like, I don't want a coat for my birthday. Like I always get a coat for my birthday. 'Cause it's November, you know?
And it makes sense. Right. So start of winter where you guys live. So, it makes sense.
Where you guys live, rub it in.
What if Dave said no to the coat and then surprised you with the coat with a mouse pad in one of the jacket pockets?
Well, it would have to
He
come
has
with.
done stuff like that before.
He actually can be a really good gift giver, in all honesty.
He can.
And
He
so I
can.
tried to order a coat that I thought he would like better. And so I ordered a red coat from a company, and online they said it was a dupe for the Lululemon. It was not a dupe. I got that coat, and I'm like, no. This is
No.
not
I was
it.
FaceTiming Mallory, and she saw it in the front porch, and she goes, oh, Mom ordered this. Oh, it must be for Zane. And then put it back down.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Also, like, how can you not have a straight face when you say red coat? Like, that's like the British are coming.
True.
When
Seriously.
you said that I got a red coat, I was like, oh, well.
Yeah. So it's going back.
Did you look at the Aritzia one?
No, send me a link.
what's
Have
a-
you heard of
what's-
Aritzia?
Yeah, I know
No.
Aritzia.
No clue.
It was right by the Louis Vuitton store in Chicago, but I couldn't go into any of the stores I wanted to go into because we were in Chicago, like I mentioned last week, for Piper's 16th birthday. And she kept saying, this is Barbie's dream house, not Ken's dream house. That's what she kept saying.
And you're like, well, either way, it's expensive. So pick something and
Adam,
let's
do you
go.
get that reference?
Does that mean, okay, is it something from the Barbie movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
think I
Yeah,
do. That's
Ken
right,
comes
because-
over and he tries to like redesign it. And she's like, this is Barbie's dream house, not Ken's dream house. So she was saying, it's my birthday, not your birthday.
Your birthday. Yeah.
Is that what I should say with like the pictures of my apartment? It's Ken's dream house, not Barbie's dream house.
Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Mojo Dojo
That's right.
Casa House.
That I own nothing of. That's hilarious. She's throwing Barbie movie quotes out at you.
I know. What was the whole thing? It was like I couldn't even like look at something that Mom, Barbie's. This is my dream house. She kept saying. So that's funny. I got an email from one of Zane's teachers today.
Oh, it's a Zane teacher segment. Hit us with it.
I love it. I love it.
What did he eat now?
Apparently, the issue was that they were making gingerbread houses out of clay. And he refused to participate. Okay?
Because it's clay.
And so he just like couldn't get it together and whatever. And so he just kind of he pulled the Ceci and he just made a big joke of the whole assignment, which didn't go over well with his art teacher. Then today we get an email with photos of the good children's clay
Oh, ouch.
displays.
Of Ellie's
Oh.
gingerbread house.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Of my oldest type A people pleaser projects.
Yep.
And then Zane's was just like he took the hunk and wadded it and mashed it all up and then plopped it on the table and called it a day. And then she like
Just
questioned
make a
him on.
blob.
He made a blob and then she questioned him on. He goes, "What? I suck at art."
Well, at least he's real. Am I right?
then the teacher's like, we are going to work at this again together because I believe in him. And I don't know how to tell her. You really shouldn't.
You should leave it at the blob. Go to the next assignment.
Call it an Adobe house and give him an F because
don't waste your time and energy.
It's just not going to go well for you.
Oh my gosh. Zane's amazing.
Just tell him to make a football.
There you go.
Yeah, had the assignment. But do you kind of think school is not really weighted toward boys? Do you think it's more weighted toward girls? I kind of do.
I don't know. It depends on the class.
I killed school, so I feel like I can't really participate in this conversation.
You did kill school.
I was Miss Try Hard. I was studying for like science tests in middle school, and your grades in middle school don't matter. Like I was grinding to get 100% in the science exam. I got 105%. Okay. Did I need to go that hard? No. I was 13.
Did I need to go that hard? No.
No, but I did.
The only thing to show for it is my memory of said science exam. So.
I know.
Here's the thing.
Do you think
for
he'll
me.
be okay in life? Can we project? Because I'm getting a little nervous.
I mean, if he talks about being an architect, I'd be like, no. But
let's reconsider the career options.
Why did
there.
that building just implode in the middle of Chicago? Why did that building fall on Aritzia? Oh, that designer? Zane Roberts. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't really be like, I suck at architecture when that happens. So, but in other ways, he'll be fine. He can hit a ball. He can get along with people. He's going to be such a good people person kind of job. You know what I mean? He'll be able to sell anything.
He needs to be the personality hire. We need to find a company that needs a personality hire bad. And he would excel.
Okay.
He'd do awesome. It's like if people said, Adam, you should be an accountant. I'm okay saying that would be a train wreck. And I'm okay with that. That's why I'm in other things. So same thing with Zane. Okay, you can't do art? That's okay. Yeah. He'll go
try
sell
something
art.
else, bud.
Yeah.
You know, I was never good at art either. He comes by it naturally. I was really kind of terrible at it. I couldn't. I remember pottery class or whatever, and I was like, "What? I did the blob thing too." And if I can't do something good, it sucks. Surely this isn't my problem. Surely it's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I'm not the problem. The art is the problem.
I think there's something wrong with your clay. It's not me.
Oh, that's what the teacher was mad about that too, because now he has wasted boatloads of clay. Yes.
Trying to get a house together.
I already had to ship the school $40 because he ruined the laptop. Did you hear about that email I got from the tech coordinator at school?
What? How? Okay. Oh, let me guess. He spilled something on it.
Oh, no. He picked off the keys, and they said the kind of damage he did to the laptop can only be achieved by taking a sharp object and getting underneath and prying them off.
Do you think he's going to be on one of those My Strange Addiction shows where it's like he's like addicted to keyboard poking, like picking it off?
Put a pin in this podcast because I want to come back to it in about 10 years and see where we're at with this child.
He'll probably be doing better than all of us. Let's be real.
Probably.
That's how it goes half the time.
Some magical switch is going to flip. He's going to read a book or see a movie and just be like, I want to be – read a book. He's not reading books. Let's be so for real. He's going to see a movie and be like, you know what? I want to be that guy. And then he's going to try to become that guy, and he's going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a social media in his future or something because I can't really come up with anything else. So
there you go. He did the burger review thing. He could be an influencer.
Now he's got a new one. He has a new video review of him making ramen noodles.
It's so funny. He texted it to me on Friday. It was so entertaining.
See? Ramen noodles.
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good, and he's gonna be getting to a portion of life where like ramen noodles are all the jam, in high school and college. So he knows his audience.
That's true.
Totally.
Yeah. He's gonna be on some podcast someday, and he's gonna be like, "I was terrible at school. Couldn't pay attention, but I had a lot of friends, and I was great at that. And the teachers didn't like me, but they liked talking to me. And then I invented this great thing, and then I sold everyone on it, and I made millions. I'm gonna be like, you suck." I've
worked hard my entire life. I got 5
followed
when I
all
was
the
13. Why did you go so hard after that? The rules and all that stuff.
I don't go that hard now.
I think it's the oldest child in that thing, but it's weird because you and Dad weren't like that.
No.
So it was all just self-imposed on myself. I don't know.
Somebody said something to me at work. They're trying to do some like leadership stuff, and they're like, "Are you open to being led?" And I said, "No."
Just straight up.
No. And they're like, "No, like not on the air, but like with this." And I was like, "No." Do you want me to lie? I don't know. Hard pass.
Is there a jacket involved?
You're like, my seniority here, I think trumps all your leadership abilities because I'm killing it.
And my ratings, but whatever. Okay. So I'm just kidding.
See, Zane's gonna be fine with confidence. Everything's gonna work out just fine.
Yep, that apple did not fall far from the tree.
No, there's plenty of apples.
Rules, schmoles.
See, this is my little brothers right now who are between the age of 15 and 20. Forever they were, I'm going to be a YouTube gamer and all these different things. And look, if you're listening and you're one, that's great. But for my brothers, finally, like my closest in age to me, Joe, who's going to be 20 soon, is like finally getting, like big jobs and starting to make some plans for the future. And so that switch flip, like Ellie said, and all of a sudden,
And it took till he was 20. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
is that how long I have to wait?
it was like one of those like fade up switches, you just kind of brighter on. But hey,
do you have any
dimmer
oldest
switch.
Adam? Do you have any oldest child characteristics yourself? Because you're the oldest of 4 boys. Do you have that hyper motivation, people pleasing, extraness?
150, well, maybe not the extraness, but 150% to everything else. Yes, I am all about extraness. How long have you known me? I think the only thing I go extra on is time and vacation. But I know the other stuff, 100%. I am such a leader mindset now whenever I go home, whenever I'm planning things, like literally. Like I'm at the point where I want to drive myself. I don't think I trust anybody else to drive because I'm like, I have the schedule down. I know I can be flexible, but I'm just not like fly by the seat of your pants. Right, Ellie? She's right. Firstborn.
That's it.
Forever.
No, I had friends coming into town that came into town 2 weeks ago. Such a fun weekend. Great time.
Yes.
I texted my friend the week before and I was like, listen, can I call you quick? I just have a couple questions about the tentative schedule for the weekend because I have one in my head and I need to make sure that we're on the same page.
Adam, we're going to see Ellie for Thanksgiving. She already has reservations at a barbecue place 2.5 hours away from her house for Friday.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I also texted you about plates today and I didn't get a response, but don't worry, I solved it myself. So no need to reply
I'm
to that
sorry.
text.
I saw that, but I was working to the beat of my own drum.
So this is a little difference between Ellie and I then is the fact that she's like 105 oldest child. I'm like an 80 oldest child because reservations, we all know how that goes from prior podcasts. Listen to birthday stories from that in previous episodes.
Gosh.
But yes, when it comes to other things,
I did mention that birthday dinner on your birthday post on Facebook. The infamous.
Which was the sweetest birthday post I got this whole year. That was very kind of you. Thank you, friends. That was awesome. I was like,
you're welcome.
You win an award.
You win an award for best friend, birthday giver, taker.
Once in a while, I can be kind. Once in a while.
True.
And you got barbecue to look forward to. That's amazing. What's this barbecue place you got reserved? First off, how good is barbecue? Do you need a reservation for it? Where is this place?
Well, it's Kansas City barbecue.
So,
this
is Kansas City barbecue.
Big stuff.
So when we lived in Kansas City, we knew we were only there for like 9-10 months. We basically made it our mission to try all of the major barbecue places in Kansas City and see which one we liked best.
Love this.
As foodies do. Because like everyone...
Yeah.
Yeah. We looked at the Reddit forums. We looked at Google. We heard around from people the whole 9 yards. So everyone, when you ask people who are from Kansas City, most likely they will tell you to go to Joe's. I think Joe's is overpriced and you can go somewhere better and get more food for less. Hence, Q39. which is where we have a reservation for on Friday. And their wings are the best wings that I had in Kansas City. Brayden loves their brisket. Their pork is amazing. They have this sausage that is delightful. They have ranch that comes out with the wings, and it is just amazing. And the sauce is not too sweet, but it's not like just like straight up ketchup. It's so good. And they have this orzo cucumber salad you can get as a side. Down for that.
Word.
Always get that. It's so good.
That's amazing. Kansas City is like a quick 15-hour drive from Tucson. I could always swing on by.
Quick a minute.
Oh,
it's a buzz
hi,
over.
What are you guys doing here? Wow,
You two oldest children are going to have to plan that out a little better. There's no surprises, right?
That was my move to Tucson. I planned out the entire route, what hotels we'd stay at. I literally did math to see how much would be 10 hours to each stop, so everything would time out pristinely. Even with backups.
Mm-hmm.
Plates for Thanksgiving. I found Ellie's text. She's already texted. No, Thanksgiving is 2 days from now. Plates for Thanksgiving. Should I get sturdy paper ones or should we use our place ones? I hope you decided on the our place ones.
We did. And then I did. And then we were also having a debate about cups today.
Okay.
Because here's my thing. We don't really have we have drinking cups, but they're short.
Okay.
And our other option is we have a bunch of wine glasses that we got from bridal showers and stuff.
Fancy.
Yes.
Now my thought process with this is a 13-year-old boy with a glass wine glass and red punch
Not
in
good.
my house. Not good.
New couch.
So I thought I need a solution. Yeah, I was like, the shout spray is going to be on standby, but I need a solution. So then I was like, well, I have two options. Either I can order plastic 20-ounce coffee cups that come with lids and straws, and then we have those.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can get the reusable glass ones that come with the bamboo lids and the straws. That's just a little more expensive, but then they're reusable. So that was my debate today. So I was like, but then I got to think of the cup situation. So
did you make a decision?
Not yet. So do you have a preference?
Do you want me to just bring a water bottle for Zane and then everybody else can drink out of a wine glass?
No, it's fine because I kind of have
$0. Okay, you have a vision. Okay,
I kind of have a
going
vision.
with it.
She's got the plan.
All right. Why don't you surprise me?
So
you want to hear something funny?
I got the vision.
Ellie, I went to Hobby Lobby today, or I was killing time yesterday. I went to Hobby Lobby. And I was like, this is so nice. I don't have to buy one piece of Thanksgiving decor to set the table or anything. I don't have to buy anything this year. Nothing.
You don't.
I just get to roll up and eat
Roll
some food.
up, load up, nap up.
Exactly.
Nap up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me ask real quick then. So is this a generational thing where did prior generations used to use a lot more of the best silverware and the best dishes for Thanksgiving, and now the more younger generations are doing more paper plates, maybe we'll bring out real silverware? I'm curious, is this a generational thing?
I think so.
It used to be what Thanksgiving used to be. I'm looking something up on my email. What Thanksgiving used to be is you would wear Sunday best. So you dressed up to go to Thanksgiving.
Gross.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. And then, Ellie, you said to wear comfy clothes. And do you know that my first reaction to that was comfy clothes on Thanksgiving? Huh.
Well, I'm thinking leggings and sweaters. Because let's be realistic here. You're taking a nap during the Lions game. Do you want to be napping in jeans? No.
I want my pants to be expandable for sure. I should have saved some of my old pregnancy pants.
Exactly.
That sense.
Yeah. That's what I should have done.
Also,
go ahead.
In terms of Thanksgiving updates, we have an update about the main entree that will be served.
About
turkey,
the chicken?
I hope.
Yeah. My husband was not a big fan of the chicken idea. He thought that was not special enough and that Thanksgiving needs to be turkey.
Yes! Team Brayden.
So it's turkey.
So it's turkey, tentatively.
So how are you going to do turkey in your oven?
Okay, guess what I'm doing?
Air fryer.
Because I looked on TikTok today. We're spatchcocking the turkey.
Oh,
What?
you're going to take the backbone out and then thunk it down?
And then I'm smashing it down
Spatchcocking.
because I watched a TikTok about it today.
Adam
And they,
looks horrified.
What the hell are you talking about? What are you doing to that poor defenseless turkey? You're gonna
And Adam's like,
spatchlock
can
it?
I come?
Yeah, right. I was spatchlock. What in the world?
I watched a TikTok today, and I've always known what spatchcocking was, and I'll explain this in a second. But then he was like, "Oh, I just dry brined it in salt overnight," and I thought, "Awesome, that's easy and doesn't require a roasting pan out in the garage and 3 cups of apple cider and water and cloves and lemons."
Right.
Anyways, so I was
Love
like, "That's easy." And instead of a big roasting pan, you can do it on a sheet pan with a
Rim.
like a rack, which I have.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Perfect.
great. And then you put the veggies underneath, and then you have the drippings going to the veggies, and then we make gravy afterwards. So I was like, this is foolproof, people.
Listen, I'm on Team Braden with this one because I think kind of like chicken tastes better than turkey, but there is something about turkey on Thanksgiving. You know,
Braden was
just
like,
seems
your
right.
mom approved this? She was like, there's no way she actually wants chicken on Thanksgiving.
listen, there's a new me. Do you want to hear about the new me?
I would
Here we
love nothing more.
I've talked to all my I've talked to all my girlfriends about this. I'll just put it out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
My thing is I'm working on being the world's best mother-in-law. And so and mom to married kids. And so my
I like
motivation
how mother-in-law was one. Let's just fact check that a second. It wasn't mom. It was mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
well,
Okay,
you have
continue.
a little bit of extra grace for me because I'm, your biological mom. But, mother-in-laws have a
Facts.
reputation. So I've decided, I really want to be a blessing, not a burden. You know what I'm saying? And so do I want to have Thanksgiving dinner on a paper plate? Not really. I'd prefer a real plate. But I'm not going to tell you that. If you want to do paper, it's your house. It's su casa. Su casa. You do you. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to help and be so friendly and nice. Not overstay my welcome. You see, you're picking up what I'm laying down. It's very opposite of my controlling
picking up what you're
nature.
putting down.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Now, the hard part with being the eldest daughter and my people-pleasing self doesn't like that because the only fault to this new Ceci is that I can read you like a book.
Admit it. You never knew I didn't really want chicken and I really would have preferred turkey. You admit it. You admit I did a good job of just
Even if you did do good, but even if I didn't know, Braden knew. He was like, I don't even need to hear her talk about it to know that she wants turkey.
He knew.
He hadn't heard any conversation, and he goes, "There's no way your mom approved of that." And this is what he compared it to. He said it's like if you were to do Christmas, and instead of getting gifts, you were to go out to dinner. Going out to dinner is still nice, but it's not nearly as fun as opening up presents on Christmas morning.
True. Kind of true.
So that was his comparison.
So,
for
my
your Thanksgiving
secret
turkey.
controlling nature somehow subliminally met his brain waves, and he just knew.
It made it
He
through
just
the
knew.
waves.
You just
So
knew.
funny.
Look at that. Something for you guys to bond over.
Now we're going spatchcock.
You're going.
That's what it's called, Adam.
I know. I've just never heard that in my life. Ever. I still don't understand it fully, if I'm being honest.
You break the bird's back.
Oh my gosh. Hasn't the bird been through enough?
The bird has been through enough this Thanksgiving.
Even the Pilgrims would have been like, wow. That's a lot.
Even the Pilgrims.
would have been like, we're turning around. That's what I would have. If you want more of the Momlennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.